Greetings, and welcome back to the MCOC Encyclopedia. Today, as promised, we'll be going through the path from 6.4.5 that I recommended in my previous video with the team I recommended using. This will allow you to get a little more insight into why I chose this team and how I play around the nodes. This will be much more relaxed, but I still suggest that you go watch that video first if you haven't already, as it contains most of the key information around this quest. And with that, let's jump in. So, here we are in 6.4.5, and the team today is 565 Mojo, 565 Doom, 565 Stealth Spidey, 565 Shehulk, and 565 Red Mags. All 5 stars today, no 6 stars, no overranking, we're good to go. The path we'll be taking, as suggested, is the mirror image path, starting first with this X23, after far too many nodes to just reach a nice energy tax. What have we got to think about in this fight? Well, regen is pretty much it. Wolverine Weapon X has our own intrinsic regen, as well as regen from the Arc Overload node, but as you can see by looking at my power bar, after just 10 hits, or 11 hits, we're already at the special 3. 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion is really fueling my power here, and we're doing very well. Standard Doom combo? Ish. We've got to be careful not to get pushed to special 2, so rather than medium, medium, light, 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 medium, medium, I only needed medium, medium, light, medium, medium there, because I've got plenty of power back already. Going for another special 3, fairly standard Doom rotation, medium, medium, light, light, straight from medium, medium. We don't need the extra power. There I could have thrown special 2, but guess what? She had 3 buffs. I nullify 3 buffs on the special 1, and I get 12% power per buff nullified, so that's enough to get another bar, so we're back to special 3. Can make doing the Doom cycle very safe against champions with lots of buffs. As long as they always have 3, you can go straight from special 3, special 1, back to special 3. Up next, we have Darkhawk, and given Magneto's on the team, it would just be a shame not to use him here. We've beaten up a much bigger Darkhawk recently, the boss in 6.4.3, I think. So we're going to be going for a fairly standard and similar rotation. What do we have to worry about? Well, Darkhawk has his shield mode, which reduces our damage. Not much we can do about that. We'll trigger instant shocks. Well, there's only a 70% chance, there's a 70% chance that fails, so only a 30% chance it happens, and we're 90% resistant to shocks anyway, so that's not a problem. It can also auto-block us, but Magneto can't be auto-blocked against metal champions. Switching between phases will trigger his regen, but Magneto's magnetism reverses slightly any regen of metal champions, so that's not going to be an issue. And his special 2 has stealth mode on it, which can turn him invisible, but against metal champions, Magneto can't miss. So as long as this Darkhawk doesn't get to special 3, there's basically nothing he can do. Going for the standard parry, block, block, dex on the special 1. If you're really skilled, you can go dex, dex, parry, dex, but I'm not there reliably for that one. Nice 300k special 2 to end it out. Up next, we have Goldpool. Who could be used for this guy? Well, probably anyone, but I'm going to use Dr. Doom, and this is the last time I will be using Doom in this video. I think. It should be. What are we worrying about in this fight? Well, pretty much exactly the same as X23. Specials aren't much to deal with. He's got his own personal regen, as well as the regen that comes from Arc Overload. Mirror Image isn't a huge issue. The only buffs, well, there's 2 buffs Doom can get that Mirror Image can mirror. That's the Dex buff, that crit chance buff, and the Special 3 Fury. But the Special 3 Fury will pretty much nullify straight away. I don't know what he was thinking there, just randomly throwing his Special 2 straight into my block. But given he gains power if you punish it, we don't care, because we like them to have high power. Medium, medium, light, 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 medium, medium. Standard Doom cycle. Nullify those 2 buffs. We're at 2.8 bars of power, but we'll just go for the special 2 anyway. I know it won't be quite enough to kill, particularly with his own personal regen, but hey, we'll just nullify some of that, and guess what, we're back at special 2, so we'll just have another one. Thank you very much. Goodbye, Goldpool. Not much to worry about there, and Doom special 2 packing some nice incinerates, combining with the Despair Mastery to help produce his regen. Up next we have Angela. We've got a few champions we could use for this fight, but we haven't used Mojo, and I like Mojo, so we'll be using him here. What have we got to worry about with Angela? Well, not much. She's got some of her own personal regen, and much like Doom, Mojo only has 2 buffs she can copy. The crit chance from dexing, and the Fury once he gets to 5 million followers. So that's what we're going to be focusing on this fight, getting to 5 million followers. Charge a heavy attack, well, we're going to get her to do that. There we go. And once we get to 5 million followers, if your Mojo is awakened, he gets a really nice Fury. And that's what we're sort of moving towards here. Those armor breaks, very nice for keeping us topped up. And all of Angela's temporary buffs, while our anti-life field is up, just turn instantly into Degen, like that. They only last 10% of their actual time. And our special 2 can proc a lot of degens on her as well. Not the most damage until we get him ramped up, but we're nearly there. So there we go. That's 4 million, another round of anti-life field. Some nice armor breaks for some healing. Her buff's coming and going. So there's our special 2 at 4 million followers. See all of those regen buffs and armor up buffs just disappearing off her. So because of all of those buffs, we're back at another special 2 because Mystic Dispersion's great. So just watching her ticking down, that regen buff just instantly disappeared. Really cheeky intercept. Get the stun there. You can see my damage has suddenly gone up a lot, and halfway through the special 2, she's gone. That's the slowest Mojo fight we'll see, because once he's ramped up, he hits like a train. Up next, we have Hulk Ragnorak. We've got 2 options we could use here. Stealthy or Shehulk would work great. He is also metal, so we could use mags, but we've seen enough mags recently, so won't bother with that. So we'll be using Stealth Spidey and his slow pre-fight, the Web Foam. Just sort of a little thing to clear up. Stealth Spidey has slow, and whilst the opponent is slowed, he can't miss. That won't come up in this fight, but it's important to note that slow does not counter miss. Stealth Spidey counters miss on a slowed opponent. Just a little thing you need to get right. We go for our standard stealthy ramp up of light ending combo, medium ending combo, light ending combo into special 1. Taking the special 1 to the face wasn't part of the plan, but it's not a big deal. This is probably Stealthy's only fight. We could certainly use him for the boss, and that's why he's here, but I'm not hugely concerned. We've got Shehulk that we can be using instead. We've still got plenty of time left on that slow, so I don't see any reason to use the special 2 until now to refresh it. It had a quarter left, so I want to get it down, and Hulk's almost dead. I probably could have just gone in here and just KO'd him, but I'm just going to bait out a special 2, just to be safe. I'm not concerned at all about my passive Fury or crit falling off, because every time you dex with Stealthy, they're paused. A really nice piece of utility, which means you don't have to worry about fight tempo quite so much. Up next we have Red Deadpool, and let's see who we're using for him. Maybe we use Doom again for this guy. No, we don't. We don't use any more Doom. We use Shehulk for this fight. This might be the worst Shehulk RNG I have ever seen on any fight done by anyone. I was genuinely in this fight debating whether I'd forgotten that she just can't generate Furies versus Deadpools or something. So none off the first combo, no Furies off the second combo, so we're going to bait the special 1, there it is. Any off the third combo, no Furies off the third combo, that Furies from the special 1 and that's guaranteed. Fourth combo, no Furies from that. Fifth combo, oh, we go for the heavy attack, none off that either. Finally we gain 1, oh no, that was from the special 1, and our first one fell off. And finally, there's our first one, and actually we get a second one right there. An incredibly slow start to this fight, because Shehulk is all about generating and maintaining those Furies. They also act as a taunt, which is why Deadpool is very nicely throwing his special 1 for us, without much issue. We're up to 5 now. Come on, throw it. There he goes. I could go for the special 2 and the Petrify, but I need to keep ramping that damage, so we're up to 8 Furies. There we go, throws it very nicely. We're going to go for another special 1 and get up to 9. Oh, 2 extremely cheeky light intercepts back to back there. There we go. We've got 11 Furies now. If we'd use the special 2, we would actually be reversing his regen, so he'd probably just fall over, but we're going to motor our way through it. Go for another one, that's 12 Furies, and there's a nice 18k special 1 to end it out. An incredibly slow start to a Shehulk fight. Moving on to Green Goblin. Now, the smart thing to be doing in this fight would have been to use Magneto, because, he's metal. But why do that? We've seen enough Magneto recently, and I'm enjoying Mojo, so let's play with some Mojo. What do we have to worry about in this fight? Well, he's Green Goblin, so kind of everything. He will be gaining his orange and his green charges, which will reduce our power gain, mean our specials do less damage, and give him regen. An annoying set of abilities, particularly combined with the regen from the Arc Overload node. His specials aren't great and really aren't something you want to get hit by, so we're just going to parry that one and dex out of the last hit, which means we can now complete our Mojo prompt Ender buff, getting us to 4 million followers. Going for our first special 1, and you can see because Cunning is higher or the same as the Madness charges, really doesn't hit very hard. However, those degens aren't affected. Arc Overload pretty much instantly gets stripped off. The Precision from Mirror Image pretty much instantly gets stripped off. I think this is Dex and Attack, but the prompt didn't actually pop up. But we're right because we know what's going on. Right, now we can go for a proper Special 2 with some nice big damage. The damage itself actually isn't great. I mean, a 10k crit on the end still isn't bad, but that degen damage just ticking him down. He's already lost 10% health just from that Special 2 alone. So I think we've got Knock Him Down as our prompt. So there we go, we knock him down, and we can see those hater buffs that don't do anything. Nicely expiring. We're already back at another Special 2. Even more buffs expiring, more regen for Mojo, more power for me from Mystic Dispersion, and some great crit RNG, and some more degens, and this Green Goblin falls over. A really nice job by Mojo. I really want to awaken the 7-star, that'd be great. Next up, we have Sabertooth, and because I'm enjoying him so much, guess what? We're going to have some more Mojo. What do we have to think about in this fight? Well, like many of the other ones, we have Sabertooth's personal regen to deal with, plus some bleeds and whatnot, but I'm actually thinking more in this fight that Sabertooth gets a Fury every 5 hits. So whilst I have my anti-life field up, every 5 hits I get free power, free regen, and free degen. So this is going great. Yeah, that doesn't quite keep going. He's playing hyper aggressively at this point, and just on the dashback, I get caught on the Special 1. But that was definitely purposeful, so I can showcase Mojo's regeneration. It's ticking for 150 per tick. That's 150 from willpower and another 150 from the regen, for a total of 300. So now we've got Idle as a prompt. Luckily he just stands there and lets us do it. We go for another Special 2, and you can see that Special 2 has just finished. And we're already back at 1.5 bars of power, 1.8 bars of power, so we just need one combo, and guess what? Another Special 2, thank you very much, and that's one dead Sabertooth. The degen damage just finish him off right at the end. Last up on the path, we have Guillotine 2099. Now I really don't like fighting Guillotine 2099. I don't know why, I just don't like her. So we're going to be going in with Magneto. What do we need to worry about on this fight? Well, she's got a heal reversal on Special 2, but it's not particularly potent. So I'm not hugely concerned about that. It will tick me down slightly because of willpower, but again, not too concerned. She can miss, or cause us to miss when her Digicloak comes on, but as we saw versus Darkhawk, Magneto doesn't care about you and your stupid misses if you're metal. She also has a power drain on her Special 1, but that's only got a 30% proc chance due to our ability accuracy reduction. So as long as we don't rely on it too hard, we should be fine. I'm going to anti-bait so I can get the Special 2 out of her. There we go, she's triggered a miss again, but I don't care. Very cheeky intercept there, just trying to get the Special 2 out of her. The heal reversal doesn't even trigger. Very nicely positioned heavy counter on the Special 2. So we're up to 18 prowess, 19 prowess, 36 prowess. Perfect bonus on the Special 3. And as always with Magneto, watch the health bar. 1, 2, and I'm bored, so we're just going to skip it. How much was that in total? 231k, yeah. If you could start the fight with that much damage, it would have ended in less than a second. As always, Champion Swapper, use it if you need it, it's there to be used. Finally, the boss, the Hydra Adaptoid. Now we could actually use quite a few, in fact I think we could use all of our champions against this guy, but I've been enjoying Mojo, and we've been ramping him up, so that's who I'm going to be using. I have a separate clip which will come after this where I'll use Shehulk, as that's who I suggested in the main video, so you get to see both. What do we have to worry about in this fight? Well, he's got his power gain over time, his healing over time, and his unstoppable on special attacks. So as long as my anti-life field is up, we don't have to worry about any of that, because they'll all just disappear pretty much instantly. So that regen's here, so we kind of want to get rid of that, but the buff's ended, and we throw our Special 1. I don't know why. So now we're looking to bait his Special 2. There it is, and you see that unstoppable? It was gone before the special even finished. As long as the anti-life field is up, do not have to worry about any of his buffs. Gone again. There you go, the regen's gone, the hater buff's gone. Go for a nice big Special 2, it hits pretty hard, we've got some nice degen damage. Unstoppable just completely disappears, we don't have to worry about that. Just going to get another special out of him. Nope, we're going to go for the Special 2, so we've got a whole block. Can do that just fine. There we go. I thought I punished that correctly, but apparently I was a little bit early, so again, very much purposeful. So we can showcase Mojo's regeneration. 250 per tick on a 5-star is nothing to sniff at. Happens again there, but that time I was prepared for it. If you're going to be trying to punish that Special 2, slow down your punish and try not to be overconfident with it like I am. So we're looking for his Special 1. Here it comes. And My anti-life field wasn't up, so he maintains the unstoppable. So we're going to have to wait it out, but by waiting it out, the power gain comes back. Luckily we've triggered the anti-life field, so it disappears pretty much instantly, and that special 2 is Masses of Overkill. A really nice job by Mojo, showing the power of getting around the opponent's buffs without using Nullifies, Fate Seals, and Staggers. That ability buff duration reduction, if you want to call it that, very, very potent. Now we have Shehulk. This is on a separate run, and this time I have the White Magneto pre-fight as well, so I can completely ignore Limber on this node. She's a hero champion, which causes those passive stuns, which bypasses Limber. My goal in this fight is just to maintain my Furies and keep the slow up. That's all I'm trying to do, because then eventually we will get through this fight. Watch out for the power gain as well, but that's not a huge issue, and will eventually outdamage the regen. I've gone for the Petrify on my special 2, because that will allow me to bypass a bit of that regen and power gain. Much like Mojo, I'm still having issues punishing that special 2, but at this time at least I'm prepared for it, so I know that it's coming. You might see some extra red burst damage on Shehulk's heavy attacks, and that's because I'm also running the Titania synergy here for her. Absolutely not needed at all, and you could 100% do this fight without, and I kind of brought it by accident because I was using my Titania for getting through the path nice and quickly. Here, I forgot to keep the slow up, so we're going off our game plan. Luckily, Shehulk can remove slows with her heavy attack as well. Remove unstoppable, with her slow. Some of you keen-eyed people may have noticed we have Force of Will on this fight, which means we can't alter the opponent's ability accuracy. And slows reduce the proc chance of unstoppables by 100% via ability accuracy. So what's going on? The short answer is that Force of Will is a really old node, and slow is quite a new debuff, relatively speaking. So it just doesn't work. It's that simple. Shehulk cleaning up that fight really, really nicely. You can use slow and even decelerate on Force of Will. Works just fine. So, there you have it. Everything you need to beat 6.4.5. Up next, 6.4.6 and the Grand Master. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great one. After that, we've got many places we can go. We can dive into Act 7. We can do some more Defenders. We can just have some fun doing some other things. We've got plenty of options. If you have any questions, please do leave them down below, and consider also joining the Discord server. A great place to get specific advice, make suggestions for future video topics, and while I'm awake, I do my best to be there as much as possible. Thank you, and I will see you next time.